sometimes my personal favorites don't line up with songs that end up being singles or having videos. I always just have these favorites where I'm like, that one's just my favorite.
Taylor Swift is an American singer, songwriter, and producer. Swift is regarded as a pop icon due to her influential career, philanthropy, and advocacy for artists' rights and women's empowerment. 8 of her songs have topped the Hot 100, and her current tours are some of the highest grossing in history. She's received 11 Grammy Awards, including 3 Album of the Year wins, an Emmy Award, 34 American Music Awards, the most for an artist, 29 Billboard Music Awards, the most for a woman, and 58 Guinness World Records, among other accolades. She's featured on Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time, Billboard's Greatest of All Time Artists, the Time 100, and Forbes Celebrity 100 rankings.
But what happened on this album was this song became the fans' favorite on its own. My favorite and their favorite song aligned.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video.
Her full name is Taylor Allison Swift, but is also known as Swiftie, Tay, T-Swizzle. She was born December 13, 1989 in West Reading, Pennsylvania, making her 32 at the time of this production. She stands at 1.78 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Her musical influences include Dolly Parton, Shania Twain, LeAnn Rimes, and Patsy Cline. Taylor revealed on The Ellen DeGeneres Show that her favorite color is actually purple. She failed her road test twice before finally getting her license. At the start of her career, she briefly considered using her middle name Allison as her stage name to avoid confusion, as Taylor is a binary first name that can apply to either sex. Swift is well known for her philanthropic efforts. She's performed at charity relief concerts, including Sydney's Sound Relief Concert. Swift is a supporter of the arts. She's a benefactor of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. In 2008, Swift dated Joe Jonas for 3 months. While filming the movie Valentine's Day, Swift met Taylor Lautner, and pretty soon the duo was completely inseparable. That relationship wasn't long-lived either, but also inspired a song, Back to December. She also dated John Mayer briefly, but long enough to write the song Dear John about him. In late 2010, Swift embarked on a 3-month relationship with actor Jake Gyllenhaal. In November 2012, she started dating Harry Styles. Taylor dated DJ Calvin Harris in 2015. That same year, she dated actor Tom Hiddleston. She's been in a relationship with actor Joe Alwyn since May 2017.
Showed up for rehearsals, and I just was really upset and sad, and everybody could tell it was really not fun to be around me that day.
She spent her early years with her parents, Scott and Andrea, and her brother, Austin, living on a Christmas tree farm. She attended a Montessori school for preschool and kindergarten and moved to the Wincroft School for first grade. When Taylor was 9, she got interested in musical theater. She also enrolled in vocal and acting lessons in New York City. She first got into country music because she was a fan of Shania Twain. She performed at local events and festivals as a tween and teen. Eventually, she became convinced she needed to go to Nashville, and she and her mom went and submitted Taylor's early demo of Dolly Parton and the Chicks covers. Record labels didn't think she was original enough, and Taylor left Nashville without a record deal. Swift started working with music manager Dan Demtro in 2003. He was instrumental in getting Swift a modeling gig for the Rising Stars campaign by Abercrombie & Fitch, and got one of her original songs included on a compilation CD from Maybelline. After performing her original songs at the showcase for RCA Records, Swift was signed to an artist development deal. A year after signing with Big Machine Records, Swift released her first single, Tim McGraw, which preceded her first self-titled studio album release. Taylor Swift reached the number 5 position on the U.S. Billboard 200, but obtained the number 1 spot on the U.S. country music chart. In October 2006, she released her first album titled Taylor Swift. The 16-year-old was carving her career with songs like Our Song and Teardrops on My Guitar that became an anthem for teenagers. The following year, she released her holiday album, which was titled Sounds of the Season, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection. After her initial hits, she recorded the album Fearless, which was released with her single Love Story in 2008. It climbed the Billboard at number 4 with You Belong With Me at number 2 on the charts. She made her first venture as an actor in CSI Crime Scene Investigation, where she played a rebellious teenager. In 2017, she released her 6th album, Reputation. Swift has made several television and film appearances, both as herself on Saturday Night Live and Dateline NBC, and in fictionalized roles on shows and in movies like Valentine's Day, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, and Hannah Montana the Movie. Additionally, Swift has appeared in many popular publications including Seventeen, Teen Vogue, and Rolling Stone. In 2022, Swift released Carolina as part of the soundtrack of the mystery drama film Where the Crawdads Sing.
And then we moved on to the regularly scheduled rehearsal, and at the end of the day, my mom came up to my sound guy and she's like, "Is there any chance that you recorded that?"
Today, she's one of the most popular and most successful entertainers on the planet. She's sold over 200 million albums during her career. Between 2009 and 2018, Taylor embarked on 5 world tours and grossed a total of $943 million. Between June 2016 and June 2017, Taylor earned around $50 million. There have been several years where Swift has made more than $150 million off album sales, touring, merchandise, and endorsements. For example, thanks largely to the massively successful 1989 World Tour, Taylor earned $170 million between June 2015 and June 2016. Between June 2018 and June 2019, Taylor earned $185 million from her empire, thanks largely to her Reputation Stadium tour, which grossed $266 million. Between June 2019 and June 2020, she earned $64 million. During her career, Taylor has partnered with hundreds of companies for endorsements and partnerships. Some of her partnership companies include AT&T, CoverGirl, Verizon Wireless, Diet Coke, Keds, AirAsia, Qantas, Sony Electronics, and Target. She has a net worth of $400 million. She owns roughly $90 million worth of real estate around the United States. When she was just 20 years old, she bought a condo in downtown Nashville that today is worth $3 million. In 2011, she spent $2.5 million on a large estate in the suburbs of Nashville. In 2013, she spent $6.65 million on a 12,000 square foot waterfront home in Rhode Island. The property sits on 5 acres of land and has more than 700 feet of beachfront on top of the highest point in Watch Hill, giving the singer unobstructed views of the water. Taylor owns $50 million worth of apartments in New York City. Her Manhattan footprint started in 2014 when she bought a penthouse in Tribeca that she eventually transformed into a 10-bedroom duplex that's today likely worth north of $20 million on its own. In 2017, she bought the 100-year-old 4-story penthouse next to the duplex for $12.5 million. The 3-story townhouse comes with a gym, a spa, antique French wide plank oak floors, and a planted terrace with a Japanese paper glass wall. The company has 7 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms and includes a 3-bedroom apartment next door for Swift's security team. In Los Angeles, she lives in a $30 million mansion that she acquired in September 2015. She owns the following cars: a Mercedes-Benz Viano, a black Toyota Sequoia, an Audi R8, a Porsche 911 Turbo, and a Cadillac Escalade.